Guys, this is awesome, okay? This is phenomenal. The Team Curly Kronos XTR. Spoke with these guys, chatted with them, and this was sent to me. Amazing. These guys are out of Belgium, okay? Wow, this is awesome. It's just awesome. Guys, you got to understand, though, no matter how I got the vehicle, it's 100% legit. If it breaks, you're going to see it. If I have an issue, you're going to see it. This video right here, we're going to get into this thing, open it up, set it up with electronics, and maybe I'll get the fired up. Man, this is awesome, guys. Let's get to the table. Let's get this thing opened up. This is awesome. To the table we go, guys. Let's go. It's got a lot of 70-75 stuff in here. Heavy duty steering blocks, pro outdrives, all this stuff like this. This is more like a race level. I mean, when you see 70-75, that's kind of on the high end of things, guys. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and get this thing opened up and get a good look at it. It is orange. Nice. Nice. Looks good. Definitely got some Basher tires on it. The body is lightweight. Hopefully it's tough. Okay, let's dig into this thing further. Like I said, the body is lightweight. Now, it did come with a spare body right here, by the way, guys. Look at that. Also, another decal sheet. Some of these are already used because, well, we've got these back here. So, onto the chassis itself. All right, so lots of 70-75 here. That's a great alloy. You got this tuning rod right here, the chassis support. And that is really needed. If you look at the chassis, even though that is 70-75, it does look a little bit thin back here. I know when I was racing, you could take the braces out of like Technos and actually tune them to allow the chassis to flex a little bit if you wanted it to and all that. I always ran the braces that were in there. And I'm looking at this and I'm seeing way more racer than what I am Basher. Now the tires, we'll have to see how they hold up. They look like they might be a little bit soft, but the tread pattern should work out really good on that. So hopefully they'll hold up for us. Now 70-75 hinge pin braces, front and back, beautiful. I don't see this bar anywhere in the book. So, and I'm not exactly sure what that is for. So, I mean, I've got a spot for the ESC right there. Obviously, there's your battery, your motor. In the book, it recommends like a 2050. This will be getting a 1900 kV. I've got a Hobbywing motor to start out with, but I've got the Holmes 1900 kV smooth motor ordered for this. I want something good, solid, 6S, or something I can gear up and run on 4S and be really nice on. So, like I say, I'm seeing more racer than what I am Basher. Bashers generally have a more robust chassis, a little bit more separation right there, a little bit more horizontal separation there for the crazy hits that they take. But I've been assured this right here can take all kinds of abuse. It has the nice outputs on it. So we've got those. Servo goes right into here. These right here, though, I'm not sure what they are for. It looks like maybe for an on-off switch for the ESC or something. But let me see if my ESC will fit. My ESC will be, look at that, Monster X will fit there perfectly. And I've got a Reefs Raw 500 to go right there. So, yeah, this thing should be powered really good right off the bat. So, it does have a pinion gear. So, I'll be using the pinion gear that came with it. Yeah, very nice. It also has a 70-75 shock towers. That's another nice thing. 16mm diameter shocks, which is kind of standard for this type of a truck. The wing mount. Actually, it looks pretty robust right there. I like that. So pretty much, let's go ahead and look in the book and see what kind of more information we can get out of that. Remember right here, I told you about the 2050 kV motor. Well, I'll be putting a 19 in. I really want this thing to be 6S friendly. 185 BLS controller. Obviously, mine's getting the Castle servo right here. I'm putting a whole heck of a lot of servo in with a raw 500 by Reefs. Here's some of the chassis layout right here. So that's pretty darn awesome. Let's go and look at some of the diff oils and stuff like that. We can see the diff oils right here. Factory is 20, 100, and 10. Those are in Ks, or 10,000, or 20.00 CPS. Yes, they did send some oils with this thing too. So you can look right there at the diffs and all that. So see, some of these specs, like what I'm looking at here, like when it comes to this right here, these are things that racers look at. So awesome seeing all the breakdowns of this stuff. So very nice. 13 tooth is what it comes with. So got a 46 tooth spur gear on it. With it being geared like that, I have to assume that the ring and pinions are actually pretty quick in the diffs. So I just kind of assume that. Probably more like a buggy style gearing in those. So that's why we have such a small pinion gear to turn these large tires. Now the body has a film on it right there. You can see it's pretty darn beautiful underneath there. So I like that. I got to finish getting the stickers on this. All right. Once I get those stickers finished, then I'm going to go ahead and mount the ESC, get the motor put in, get the servo and the radio system in it, and we're going to go ahead and fire this thing up real quick. Speaking of that chassis that I mentioned earlier, look at that carbon plate down in there. Okay, it's reinforced way better than I thought. I was looking at it from the other side. I did not see all the carbon. Very nice. As I was working on putting the motor in, this little pin right here was just all in the way. Well, right there is a little O-ring. Slide the O-ring off, the pin backs right out, and now you have full access. That was kind of neat to see. Also, the aluminum center diff with steel ends. That's a nice thing to find as well. The motor mount is held on by 4mm bolts and use a 3mm hex wrench to get these things apart. The motor mount uses 3mm or 4mm bolts. It came with the 4mm bolt, so I'm happy about that. I'll put them to use. As far as the pinion gear, just set that up as far back as you can, and then there's your alignment. So basically all the way up against the mount. I mean, obviously it's free to rotate, but still perfect. I made a little modification. Obviously scratched that up for better adhesion, but I also countersunk these two and put countersunk bolts in so I can put my Monster X ESC all the way up against this and try to run my wire down through here. I don't see any dedicated wire routing areas for it. Fitting the Reefs Raw 500 is kind of tight. All I did was file the edges here, and believe it or not, it goes right in. With the servo mount out of the way, we can get a good look at that brace. Now, the ESC wire, I'm going to run it towards the ground or the bottom of the chassis and hope it stays out of that. Here we go. Now, other than setting the servo endpoints, center, reversing the motor and all that, we are ready to actually spin this thing up. I'm hoping these tires hold up. Really hope they do. This is just a 4S by C&HL, so it fits really good. The battery tray is adjustable, as you can see right down there. So let's go ahead and check. Now I did set the BEC at 8 volts. That Raw 500 is amazing, guys. Okay. Let's go ahead and punch this thing. I got a feeling these tires are going to come apart on 6S. But we'll have to see. I mean, they're already expanding. And let's see here. I'll have to check that center diff, but I believe it's going to transfer quite a bit to the front. Should be good for backflips with a tire expansion, but I kind of got a feeling I might blow these up. But that's okay, because I've got a bunch of other tires I can try on this thing. Not the ones it's sitting on. Those are X-Max size right there. A little bit too much. Whew. All right, guys. So far, I'm liking it. It's ready to go. I want you guys to look at this nice and close. Something you guys got to see. I'm not going to point it out. I'm not going to waste any time on that point, but you guys really got to see this. Phenomenal. Man, this is such an awesome thing to be able to do this. Wow. So this thing is ready to go. I'm going to wrap this video up, and you know what? We're going to get this thing outside. We're going to give it a first run here real soon in 4S and 6S because, you know what? We're going to give this thing a good drive. I want to give a huge thanks to Team Crowley. Thank you guys for giving me this opportunity. This thing is put together, ready to go. So now I get to take it outside, and it's going to get dirty. It's going to get dirty. Guys, thank you so much. The vehicle itself is definitely race inspired. It really is. A lot of race quality stuff. The carbon down in the chassis. A 7075 alloy. Those are usually things that hold up really good. Now, time will tell. We're going to put it on the track. 4S, 6S. Hopefully the tires will hold up. If not, I got a bunch more tires. Anyway, guys, check that description. I'll link this up down below. I'll also link the components and all that down below, so make sure you check that out. Guys, this is awesome. So, thank you all for watching.
Hey guys, if you're still watching and you're hearing this message, you are absolutely awesome. I want to tell you guys, you are the cream of the crop. Also, if you're listening this far, well, you know, if you want to help directly support Exo Caged RC, got the channel memberships, $2, $5, $10, and $25. You get early viewing, and sometimes I get to put up a little extra footage for you guys. So guys, check that description, and thank you so much.